we are going to have a go at learning a snippet of information using a technique called memory pegs, which I'm sure many of you will have come across. As you can see, I've got the numbers 1 to 10 here, and I've drawn pictures of objects that rhyme with the number. Before we go any further, we're obviously going to have to learn the memory pegs. They're very simple. Once you've got them, you'll be able to use them over and over and over again. So here we've got 1 gun, 2 shoe, you hear the rhymes in this, 3 tree, 4 door, 5 hive, 6 sticks, 7 heaven, 8 gate, 9 line, as in fishing line that I've drawn here, and 10 hen. Okay, so just think about the rhymes and the pictures. That's it. So let's test that then. This is the easy bit, by the way. So what was it that rhymed with 1? Gun. 2 shoe. 3 tree. 4 door. 5 hive. 6 sticks. 7 heaven. 8 gate. 9, that's it, 9 line. 10 hen. Right, that's it for now, and that's as far as we're going to go for the moment. So first we need to let that just settle in the brain a little bit, and then I'll show you how to use that to retain information that would be useful. Now let's have a look at how you would actually use these pegs to attach some new information. I want you to bear in mind that you're coming into this process halfway through. The information we're going to attach are my keywords from a section of course manual where I've already extracted the keywords. If you were doing this, you'd have done the whole process, and this would make that much more sense to you. So I just want you to bear with me. I'm going to stick now my keywords onto each of these memory pegs, and I want you to make associations with the stuff we're trying to remember about benefits in kind with the memory pegs. And I'll show you what I mean as we go along, but I need you to do the work as well. Even though I acknowledge that you've not been there right through from the very beginning, that this is more like random stuff attached to the pegs. The first thing, my first keyword is lower paid employees. The second thing is they're earning less than £8,500 and that they're taxed at second-hand value or market value on the money that they earn. So those are my 3 key things that I have to remember. How would you associate lower paid employees with gun? How about something like, and this isn't very PC, but you don't have to be PC when you're doing your revision, just don't share it. Lower paid employees. So we've got a lower paid employee who's not making ends meet, so he's grabbed his gun, he's gone into the newsagents and it's a stick up and he's grabbed the money from the till. Gun, lower paid employees. How are we going to associate shoe with less than £8,500? Well, I don't think that shoe's worth £8,500, do you? I've never seen a pair of shoes that cost that to buy. Maybe you have. But certainly those shoes that I've drawn are the sort that you buy for £3.99 from the market. So they're definitely less than £8,500. So I'm going to associate the price of the shoe with the threshold of £8,500. Do you see what I'm getting at? Now, oh my goodness, how could I attach something like taxed at second-hand value or market value with a tree? I could make something up. I could think about an artificial tree that we've got, and I could imagine that it was donated by somebody else who is upgrading to a better artificial tree. So now we've got an artificial tree which is showing signs of wear. Some of the branches are a bit bent and a bit bedraggled. So we've now got a second-hand tree. Okay, now that's just a way of making up those 2 things. So now I'm associating a Christmas tree, an artificial Christmas tree, 3 tree with second-hand value. You see how I'm doing this? If you come up with your own ideas, that's absolutely brilliant. They'll be better for you than mine are for you. But that's what I've got. Okay, let's move on to the next few things that we've got to learn. Now we've got 4 door and directors. I would make the association then that the director has the best room in the building and sits behind a closed door. If you're summoned to the director, it feels like a big deal. You just knock gently on the door and really hope that they're not there, and that you could just avoid going in right now, that it happens another time instead. Right, so I've made up a little bit of a story there about 4 door and directors. 5 hive. We've got to associate employees. This one's fallen nicely, hasn't it? How easy is that? Who are the people doing all the work? The employees. Sorry, directors. The employees. And the people the bees doing all the work are the worker bees in the hive. So I've got my worker bees in the hive, 5 hive, worker bees, employees, the people who are actually doing the work. We've got a little bit more to remember now. So sticks. Now we know that the people earning more than £8,500 have to fill out a P11D. I've got to associate that with sticks. Maybe it's not immediately obvious, maybe this is a bit contrived, but how about the P11D is made of paper? Paper is made of wood. Sticks are made of wood. So 6 sticks, paper, P11D. I know it's electronic these days, but there you go. 7 heaven, tax, all value. Now, you may not think at first glance that tax has got anything to do with heaven, but the other part might be all value. To my mind, heaven is tops, it's value. It's the best thing that you can possibly aspire to. Heaven, it's where you get anything that you want. Great value is heaven. So that's how I'd associate heaven with tax, all value. So the people earning more than £8,500 who are on a P11D are taxed at all the value, unlike the ones who are earning less than. Final bit, gate. If they're working part of the year, they get taxed proportionately. So, right, how can we think of proportions with a gate? How about then that, I bet you've seen this too, sheepdogs rounding up a bunch of sheep into a corner of a field. You know that's not a collective noun, is it, for sheep? A flock of sheep into the corner of a field. And instead of just letting them out of the gate into another field, there's somebody there at the gate using the gate to separate some of the sheep away from the others. So some of them have been cordoned off into a pen and the others are left to go into the field. So he's taking a proportion of them out. Does that make sense? So that's where I'm going with the gate. 8 gate, they are taxed. If they only work for part of the year, then they're taxed for that portion of the year. So what we've done here is we've taken the keywords that we're intending to learn about benefits in kind and we've attached them to the memory pegs which we already know like the back of our hand, don't we? Okay, I'm going to test you now. So what about benefits in kind are attached to gun? Yes, lower paid employees, that's right. So what about 2 shoe? Yep, it was the price, wasn't it? Less than £8,500, that's the lower paid employees. Tree, what sort of tree was it? Second-hand Christmas tree. And they're taxed at second-hand value. Now, who's behind the door? We've got directors and who else? The employees. And they have to fill out a P11D. And they're taxed how? On all the value, that's right. But if any of them are only working for part of the year, they get paid proportionately. Just like those sheep, some of them are being portioned off. Can you remember the information? 1 gun, 2 shoe, 3 tree, 4 door, 5 hive, 6 sticks, 7 heaven, 8 gate, what was 9? Line, 10 hen. Now, what was the information we attached to it? What was the gun? Lower paid employees, remember the stick up? Shoe? Yep, less than £8.5 grand. They were very cheap at the market. Tree, what sort of a tree? It's taxed at second-hand value. Door, who's there? The directors. Hive, employees. Sticks, yep, the form, P11D. Heaven, all tax value. Gate, part year proportionate. How did you do? How many people got all 8 right? Great. 7? Okay, and remember, you didn't even extract those keywords for yourself. You know, this was just coming to it cold after I'd done that, and you still had quite a lot of success with memory pegs. It's definitely worth considering. If you found this video useful and interesting and would like to find out more about how to make brain-friendly notes so you remember what you've revised, then I'm glad you're here. I can help you save time and help you pass exams easily. To find out how, read my Kindle book. The link is below this video. And by the way, I'm going to let you in on a little secret. The book isn't just for people in financial services. If you're taking exams, then it's for you too. Everything you need is in my Kindle book to help you improve study skills and revision techniques. After all, everyone on the 4-month Genius Material pilot study passed their exams. 92% of participants got pass marks of 70% or more, and 42% got marks of 80% or more. It works. Once you know how to study, passing an exam is easy. The link is just below this video.